there's no such thing as red robot. So you asked for my advice, guys. Don't be weird about red robot.
Don't be weird,
I'm not being weird. I'm just telling the gents, don't be weird.
Hey guys.
Welcome to Love from the Other Side.
Welcome back.
We are so happy to be back, yo.
We're so sorry.
Yeah, we know we took a bit of a break. There was lots of adulting that was being done. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And
I have a new level of respect for YouTubers.
Yeah.
YouTubers.
Yeah, especially people who post like every week,
every day.
You know, some of them twice a day. It's really a lot. It's really a lot. Like we need to re-energize and adult a little bit. Yes. We are in a new location.
As you can see,
we're back to the lounge now because we have a couch.
You know.
If you see in episode 1, we were in an empty room on plastic chairs. What's the name of our show?
We don't know yet.
We don't know the name of the show, but by the time you see it, it has a name. I have a couch, so thank you. A big shout out to Leather Gallery. You guys gave us really great service.
Great service.
Great couch. It's properly solid.
It is a solid couch.
It was properly solid. Like,
it's really my favorite couch so far in life.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. So real shout out to them. This is not even a paid promo or anything, but the ad link is in the description below because we enjoyed the service so much.
We did.
So
the company I think is based in KZN.
Yeah, Durban. Yeah. So yes, today's topic. Today's topic.
So let's just say, if you're easily grossed out, you're probably a man. Maybe this is not for you.
Yeah.
But today I want us to discuss. Or rather, I want to tell my contraception story.
Okay.
But Ngai insisted to be in the story.
Yeah.
Why?
Contraception is in like preventing. Okay. You know, for some reason I thought about Jesus, but that's Immaculate Conception.
Oh Lord.
Wool up, nigga. Wool up. Just wool up.
Okay, maybe we need you here for the education.
Yes.
I didn't think he needed to be here, but he was like,
guys,
even me, I have something to say.
Angenzange biology. Biology. I didn't do biology, unfortunately, in high school. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, it'll be like a story time.
Okay.
But if you guys want me to have like another video where like I discuss contraceptive options, like in more detail but not so technical, I can do that. Just say that in the comments. But this is just my story for now.
Okay.
So we got married in April 2019. So wedding was on the 28th. I only decided to go to the gynae for the first time in March.
Okay.
I don't know why, as Black people, we only go to the gynae when we're pregnant.
Yeah.
Or about to be pregnant, whatever.
Yeah.
We should probably go earlier.
Yeah.
So yes, I went to the gynae, consulted, and I was like, so I need to go on the pill.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna start being active.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So she did an ultrasound and whatnot just to make sure everything is fine. And then she prescribed a pill called No Date.
No Date.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, if you're on the pill, you know you're supposed to start like on the day you have your period, né? Or like day 1 or day 2, né? On your period. That's when you start taking the pill, right? So that's what I did. So 1 week passed, 2nd week passed. Because I'd never had a period like longer than a week.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what is going on?
And it kept going.
It kept going.
Yeah.
It kept going.
Brutal. It is miserable. I am not having fun today. And I'm hungry. And we can't start a fire because everything's wet, so I can't eat anything.
The hormones.
Can you imagine my wedding is in like a month?
Yeah.
So, and it just kept going. Like a period that just kept going.
Yeah.
So
Oh man, I remember that. You know how like sometimes people will be like, "Oh my goodness, I'm a few days late with my period," and like, okay, let's just wait and see what happens. We were the opposite. You're like,
we're just like, why is it not going?
It's so bad, and I'm like, no, babe, like, don't worry.
It's gonna
Let's
stop.
just let's just see what happens. Yeah.
So fine, it wasn't stopping. I even like texted some of my married friends, dude, what's going on? I even like read the package insert. I was like, but at first, like I did before I contacted my friends, I read the package insert, which I suggest everybody does. Like when you start going on any type of medication, just familiarize yourself with the package insert. It's there for a reason. Back to back, know that thing. So that you're not surprised. So I knew, for the first 3 months, you might, some spotting. Me, it wasn't spotting. It was a full-blown
So
period.
if you knew, were you chancing it?
Knew what?
Like that it can go for 3 months or whatever?
No, I had never been on contraceptives.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that you can, like, the bleeding can continue, like the spotting. Because the package insert says more, like, the spotting can continue for 3 months. I was not spotting. It was a full-blown period. So I was just like, this is not okay. So I was even telling some of my friends, like, dude, why am I still on my period? And my friend was like, no, friend, maybe it'll stop,
Hey.
Guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's that wishful thinking.
So at some point, it was a lot. So I went to the doctor and I was like, doctor. The local doctor, because the gynecologist I went to was the one in Pretoria while I was at home. So this time around I'm at school, and it's like, can you imagine having your period for an entire month?
I can't imagine having a period, but
you can't.
that would be terrible.
So I was just like, no, I can't, because sometimes I was in pain, like you're on your period, right? So I went to the doctor and I told him, this young doctors. So he's young, I kind of don't trust, but I'm like, but he's a doctor, so it's fine. So he puts me on like Clara. Clara is also a pill, that type of pill. So he's like, Kante, why did this person put you on not dead? Not dead like it's supposed to be like, for hefty women. I'm just like, okay. So I go on Clara, and then he gives me like some pills to like stop the bleeding. But the funny thing is, like, he gives me like Phenomen. Like, I don't know if like women who probably there are some viewers who take Phenomen when they are in their periods, but for like Phenomens are like NSAIDs, they're like anti-inflammatories, they're like for pain as well. Not necessarily to stop blood. So I looked it up, like it is one of the indications, like for bleeding. But I feel like in retrospect he could have given me something else. I don't want to bore you with that like details, but
she's a pharmacist, by the way.
Intern.
So like the technical things are technical.
I don't want to bore them.
Yes.
So anyway, I took the Phenomen and I changed my pill. It became a little better. A little, but I was still suffering like the woman with the issue of blood. I was still suffering. So but I'm hopeful, because I'm like, these are new pills. These Phenomens are going to help. A week before the wedding, I updated Gaga.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. Anyway, wedding day comes. I had to buy more Phenomens. Because I thought they were not helping. If we're being honest, they were not helping. So come wedding day. Have you ever heard people say they never see the bride go to the bathroom? I did. I remember at some point I excused myself.
Did you?
I left with my sister.
Yes. To go check the situation. So this is something that some people might not understand. But Tina, we got married the Christian way. You see, so like, yeah, the night off is a big
Oh,
deal.
yes. It
It's
wasn't
kind
a thing
a
of,
big deal. It's
ah,
like, you
hey.
know, it's not like, don't worry, I've been. So get fine, I must know.
So actually, but I was more worried for you because shame, man.
Yeah, no.
I remember.
Yeah.
Should I say this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because my mom also knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So if you know my mom, you
Yeah.
know she's like very forward.
Yeah.
And has no filters
Yeah.
whatsoever. So she was like, hey, you guys look like chicken-itana. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like chicken-itana.
Yeah. What's that?
You tickle
Me that time, I was like, hi. I know. Even
But
Moses.
you were calm though.
Eh?
You seemed very calm.
I mean, I told myself that I'm a part of the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil. I was like, I'm not spoiling this. Like, this is special. So, like, I was just like, you know what? Like,
So anyway,
and I had to do just a side note. I was on Google. Like, I mean, I didn't like think about it too much because I was worried about other things, like wedding. That was actually like not the first thing on my mind.
Yeah.
But in between, I did like some Google YouTube video, you know, and then I took some lessons from the internet, and they were like, you know, you must do this in make it feel comfortable and blah blah blah. And so I took all those mental notes down because you always have to be like, yo, what did YouTube say I must do? And yeah, so it wasn't like a bad thing. By the end of our honeymoon, it's not like you were like, oh, it was terrible.
No, you made me feel very comfortable.
Yeah. So
we had to leave with her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Woo. So
anyway,
yes.
Moving on.
Okay.
So fine, honeymoon week.
Yes.
Honeymoon week is a lot of improvising.
Yeah.
Involved.
Yes.
Because it didn't stop.
Oh yeah, it kept on.
It kept on.
Yeah.
So what's weird is like the last day when we had to leave, because I went back to school and you went back to Zim. You went back to work. I was like, how? It stopped.
Yeah.
And you were just like,
yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
So it stopped, and then I was like, stabilized. So I kept on clear for like a couple of months. And my mom kept saying, why don't you stop when you're like, when you're at school?
Yeah.
Why don't you stop taking the pill?
Yes.
And I thought about it, but I was like, but not to restart. When it's time to like maybe 2 weeks before I see God, I feel like, what if it does the same thing where like I keep bleeding forever? Yeah. Or like I don't do it right and somehow it doesn't work and baby, you know?
Yeah.
Are you sure that there were 3? Definitely. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So yeah, and then
that would be a surprise. That would be like, oh, okay. And like those are always the stories of I didn't know I was pregnant because like they're usually like on the pill and then they get pregnant but they're still having like periods.
but people who get pregnant on the pill usually are not consistent. They're not taking it every day, or they forgot, like maybe they take antibiotics and they forget, hooray, you have to like use a barrier method when you're on certain antibiotics.
Okay. Pharmacist advice.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So So but then the thing is, whenever I went on my period with these new pills, the period was like longer than usual.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it would be like 9 days, 10 days.
Oh, hectic.
Which was a lot.
Yeah.
So I remember December. When did we see each other again?
July.
July.
Yeah.
So when we saw each other again, July, that was a different story.
Yeah.
I got a UTI.
Yes. Yes.
And it was a different kind of bleeding.
Yeah. What's the name of that UTI?
Oh, like it's also known like as honeymoon cystitis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like women who maybe were not active or whatever, or you have been, but now honeymoon you are, busy for extended periods of time.
Yeah.
So now you introduce your system to the bacteria somehow.
Yeah.
So
that's actually like, it's crazy because you know how some girls are like, my body's punishing me for not being pregnant, like when they're on the period.
Yeah.
And then now your body's punishing you for not being, for not dating.
Being busy all the time.
Now it's like, why are you doing this?
So you must like carry an alka phase or what's this? Citrus soda. Like that should be when someone's going on honeymoon, like buy them citrus soda.
Which was citrus soda?
Citrus. So that powder that you like put into water and then you mix it, it's gonna help.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got real advice happening here today. Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Where am I?
Yeah.
So July, UTI happens, and because my period is like longer than usual.
Yes.
We had to go see the doctor, and the doctor gave me Primulat, I think. Yeah. And Alka-Phase and some antibiotics. Yeah. So that firstly to regulate my period again, but to reset it because it was all over the place.
Yes.
The antibiotics for the infections and the Alka-Phase for the things, So fine, that was July, ne?
Yes.
So we saw each other when? September. September, what happened? I was still on the pill, ne? I was still on the pill. It had calmed down. It's December.
We had to go
when did we go back to the doctor?
Yeah, that doctor in Pretoria.
No, that was July. It was July, I remember.
Oh yes, it was July. Okay.
It was July. That was the one who gave me the Alka-Phase and the
Yes.
Yeah. And then December. December I was going to Zim. I was excited.
Yes.
And my period was long again and it was painful. Yeah. Because obviously the pills I got were a certain number of days. Yeah. And then it was back to the same problem again. Yeah. So I was like, my mom was like, kept preaching, just get off the pill and just basically use the barrier method. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so barrier method.
Barrier, for those of you who don't know, a condom. We're just being polite because we're good folk, but a condom. I hope my mother's not watching this. But yes,
but I knew it was gonna be like. Yeah. So I asked the guy, can we go on a barrier method? The guy was like, okay, sure. Yeah. It's not happening, but sure, it's not happening. I'm like, so. Yes. But okay, he participated. Yeah. So we finally agreed. And funny enough, there was a difference when I got off the pill. Yeah. Like with my libido. Yeah. That's
another thing that people don't talk about as much. That it actually affects your.
It does a lot.
Dramatically.
Yeah. So then December, because I saw you until early January, because I had to start working and you had to go back to work in Zim. Yeah. So obviously no barrier method necessary. And then, so now because I'm working in a hospital, so like I consulted one of the doctors because like I knew him. So I was like, what was nice about talking to this doctor? He's also a qualified pharmacist.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's wearing a pharmacist hat and a doctor hat. So it was a nice conversation. So at first so I tell him the whole story of like what's been happening, So he's like, so don't you want to try the injection? I was like, hard no. Yeah. That's not happening.
Yes.
because now I don't want to gain weight. I've heard too many stories.
Yeah.
And when someone goes on the injection, we all know
Yeah.
what they're taking, and it generally doesn't look great. There's some people where it's fine, they don't even look like they're on the injection. It's, because that's the thing with contraceptives. You can't say because it works for your sister or for your friend, it's going to work for you. That is not, even if you come to me and be like, so is this going to work for me? I don't know. You have to try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, he was like, no, that's the thing that people don't realize about the injection. It doesn't make you go, J. Yeah. It does give you an appetite. Yes. You then decide to eat and not control yourself. Yeah. So I'm just like,
oh, is that so?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
That's what he said. So I was like, I hear you. Mm-hmm. Still a hard no. Yes. And then he was like, okay, so what do you want to do? Mm-hmm. And I like that because I was not just a patient. Yes. Like, we were colleagues and I was a patient at the same time. Yeah. I was like, give me the patch. Yeah. He was like, but the stuff that's in the pill is the stuff that's in the patch. I was like, give me the patch. Yeah. So he was like, right. And he prescribed the patch. With the patch, first couple of weeks I experienced a little bit of nausea, some like breast tenderness, nothing hectic. Yeah. But I took something for the nausea. Like it would happen once in a while. And I took something for the nausea. Yeah. And then I was fine. And I've been fine ever since. Yeah. Like,
so it's the same stuff in the patch then as the...
Yeah.
So it's just like the regulation of the quantity of...
It's also, I think, the route of administration. Okay. Like, I'm not taking it in. It's like transdermal, like on your skin. Okay. Yeah.
So what difference does that make?
I'm not sure why it was different, but I do know it's not metabolized the same way. Oh. Like the patch, the stuff is not, it doesn't go through your liver. You know how everything you take goes through your liver? Yes. That's why when you take antibiotics, I don't want this to be technical.
That's fine, because someone out there wants to know.
I'll have a more technical video later on.
All right.
But I don't want this to be more technical. Yes. But that's the other advantage about a patch. Yeah. Is that maybe you might have an infection of some sort. Mm-hmm. Taking antibiotics is not going to affect the effectiveness of the patch, unlike the pill. Okay. Because now you have to supplement Guy-Berry method while you're on the contraceptive. Okay. Yeah. While you're on the antibiotics. Yes. Mm. Okay. So, but the disadvantage, I guess, of the patch, they're actually called Evra patches, the ones I'm using. I don't know if there's any other brand besides Evra. Is where the adhesive of the patch
the sticky stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Narrow interpret.
Yes. Busy talking in big English. Yes, adhesive.
Yeah, can cause irritation on your skin. Okay. So when you scratch and then it doesn't look nice. If you're scratching and then you scar yourself. So I've learned not to scratch even when it's itchy, especially when you take it off. Yeah. So with the patch, you apply one every week. Okay. So you have to have your change day. Say you apply it on Thursday. Mm-hmm. So you change it on Thursday. Every Thursday for 3 weeks. 4th week, you don't have a patch, it's a patch-free week, so that you can have your period. So once that week is done, the next Thursday, after that week is done, you put another patch.
Oh, I'm just glad that you're still a reasonably normal person, even on the patch. Nothing, there's no major deviation. Yeah. Yeah, of just in general. Yeah. Because I know you were struggling there at breakfast.
I was.
You were struggling. So your advice, I guess,
my advice is go consult. Yes. For yourself. I've also heard
people consult?
Maybe 3 months. Yeah. 3 months before, if you want to start taking it, give it about 3 months so that your body can stabilize. Yes. Also, I've heard good things about Yas or Yasmin. Mm-hmm. Maybe try that, but please go and consult and you take the pill or whatever option on your own and see how it works for you, because we are all different.
Yes.
It's not going to work the same
Yeah.
for you because it worked nicely for another person.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't take people's things and be like, okay, it'll work for me.
Yes.
All else fails.
Yeah.
Barrier method.
Barrier method.
Barrier method.
Or ultimately, pull out doesn't count.
No.
It doesn't count.
No,
No, but it's true, it doesn't count. Yeah, because there's people who are like me, who are like, I'll use that other one. They're like, no.
Or there are people who use,
it doesn't count.
I don't know what the official term is, like periodic, what, where you
calendar.
Yeah, you use a calendar, like you are only busy on times where you're less likely to fall pregnant.
Yeah.
So when she's ovulating, you stay away from her.
Yeah.
That's what people use.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want me to, I'll like be more prepared for more technical or more like options where we go through them. I also will try not to be too technical in that video. If you want me to, I'll be more prepared next time. This was just my story.
Okay.
So Wena, what input do you have?
There's no such thing as red robot. So you asked for my advice, guys. Don't be weird about red robot.
Don't be weird, Wena.
I'm not being weird. I'm telling the gents, don't be weird. Like, guys are very weird. There are guys who are like, oh my god, like, come on, we're not like teenagers. We're not teenagers, guys. Like, yeah, there are ways.
I'm sorry if this was an overshare.
No, like one day when we have the episode where we go into sex, right? I'll tell them. Yeah. But I need to be invited to all the like bachelor party things.
What?
And then when they're now time to like, give advice to this guy getting married, I'll tell him things, he'll turn pink. I'll be like, my man. Listen up.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
Right.
So yes, that was today's episode. Thank you so much. We've reached 200. We've surpassed 200 actually. So thank you very much to all our followers.
If
you're not following us right now, subscribing,
please
click subscribe,
share,
bell icon.
comment.
Yes, bell icon.
We'll try to be more consistent, guys.
We will. Yes.
But we love your
input
and engagement.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.